Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. I am Lacey Lyne and I work in the Advertising Solutions Department, and I am here this morning with...
I'm Aubree Broyles. I'm a media assistant here at Nex-Tech.
And we are here today to cover another episode of Nex-Tech Advantage, Nex-Tech University. And we're going to be talking today about the 10 things that you can be doing now to gain customers through digital marketing. Mm-hmm. So we are going to jump in. So the very first thing we're going to talk about this morning is talking about how you can claim your Google business profile. A number of people actually aren't aware that when you are doing a number of different types of search, searching for businesses or information, that part of the way that you pop up is through the Google business profile. You actually have the ability to create one for free. So that it comes up when people are looking for your services or your business. You want to make sure that the information that is in the profile obviously is current and up to date. So if you've changed your hours or your location or things of that nature, we want to make sure that it's updated. And just kind of a tidbit on that is 50% of consumers who search for a business or service actually visited that location within one day, within one business day, whatever. So huge opportunity to be gaining some new customers and exposures.
Yep. I think this is extremely important. I know, me personally, I get a little bit frustrated when I'm looking for a business, maybe a restaurant, and I'm looking for their hours, maybe their location. If they don't have this set up, like I maybe move on to the next business because I don't know where to find them or even if they're open. So I think this is extremely important. And like you said, it's free.
Right.
Why not do it?
Exactly. And so being able to use it, like Aubree said, as a free resource, and like she said in her example, if she's not finding you, going somewhere else, you have the ability to be losing customers by not using this free service. Okay? Your website. You might hear it time and time again, but probably one of the biggest things that you can do as far as digital marketing is concerned is making sure that your website is up to par and that it's current. Make sure that you're using that platform, excuse me, to post, search-friendly content so that consumers can find, information easily. Make sure that it, again, is updated often so that when, it's current and that when people are looking to revisit your site, there's new content and it's fresh and it's up to date. So, if you're a retail business, make use of that to highlight your sales or any specials that you have going on.
This is important with Google too. Within a Google search, if your website is stagnant, you don't update new content, fresh content, Google kind of notices that. They notice when your website changes, and so when you do a Google search, if your website is stagnant and old and not that great, your search result, you're gonna land at the bottom of search results, basically.
Right. So it affects your rankability,
exactly.
Right? Okay, awesome. So, as I said, post new offers, helpful content, make your website a platform of, sharing information, whether it's maybe, PDF printouts or how-to videos. Now is a great time to be doing that, especially, we're here on spring or summer, or I don't know, maybe it's winter today, Kansas can't decide. But, if you are, a specialty business, for siding or windows or yard work or landscaping, things of that nature, now's a really great time to be seeking out those customers with how-to videos or tips on things that they can be doing.
Testimonials with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Testimonials, that's a great idea. And you have the ability to use geotargeting to increase search results, which we're going to cover a little bit more here after a bit. Mobile-friendly sites. Are the days of when people were sitting in front of desktops pretty much gone anymore. Yep. Mm-hmm. Most of it is on the phone, mobile. 45% of consumers that are looking for local products or service are going to be searching for you on mobile first. During a doctor's appointment, I know, when I take my little man to the doctor, I'm trying to multitask as a mom, and so I'm looking for cupcakes or, something, a new way to decorate his room or something. So it is major mobile friendly. Mm-hmm. 80% of consumers use search engines to find the local products and services, and they're using them on their mobile devices. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. So making sure that obviously your site is up to par is one part, but making sure that it's also mobile friendly is a key as well. Mm-hmm. Don't you think, Aubree?
Yeah, it's extremely important. We live in a mobile world. Always got our phones in our hand.
That is right.
Very important.
Okay, offer additional contact choices. On your website, your social media, whatever platform that you're using to communicate with your customers, obviously it's very important to make sure that you have an easily locatable contact number. If a consumer is having to search and search and search for your contact information, most likely they're going to give you about 15 seconds on that page to try and locate it.
Definitely.
And if they don't, they're on to the next business that offers your services or products as well. Give them an opportunity to make use of a web form. Maybe you're, for example, like in the insurance industry, they don't necessarily may have, want to call you to give you all their information for a quote or something of that nature. So offer them web forms so that they can do it, in their time when it's convenient for them, where it's fast and easy.
An email, say somebody doesn't want to talk on the phone with you, you can fill out this form and maybe they could correspond with email. That's how some people prefer to contact.
Yes, I'm actually that way.
Me too.
Social channels, making sure that your customers are aware that you have a Facebook page or that you have Twitter, that you're on Pinterest and all of those other social media platforms that we're going to kind of talk about here later on as well. Making sure that your contact information is easily accessible through those platforms, that they can message you, through Facebook or, be able to tag you in Instagram or all of those things.
Yep. And actually reply to them.
Yes, and actually reply. Yes, that is important. Live chat features. Live chat features through your website or even your mobile your mobile-friendly website. It's definitely, I think, has a special niche, don't you think, for certain businesses. It's not going to pertain to all businesses.
Like restaurants or something, I don't think would use this. But
right. Yeah. Restaurants wouldn't, but more detailed businesses, CPAs or those insurance places, things of that nature.
Definitely.
Using a live chat feature, the businesses that do have seen a 30% increase in the leads when they offer a live chat contact feature. So I use live chat a lot because as I said, I'm a multitasker. So if I have the ability to be chatting about something, at the same time that I'm also working, it makes it more convenient than me to have to call in or be on hold or any of those things. So if your business kind of fits that niche, it could be a great investment for you, especially if you're seeing a 30% increase in leads. It would, be able to measure your return on investment in that feature.
And this is probably easier to do than most people realize. We use Wix a lot here to set up websites, and they have this feature. You can easily just plug into your website, and it's
awesome.
Easily done. So don't be afraid of this. This is a great tool.
Perfect. Okay. Using SEO to boost results. So Aubree kind of mentioned earlier about rankability. Aubree, you want to talk about SEO a little bit?
This is extremely important, just like we talked about before. A lot of people are looking for businesses online. They're using Google to find you, whether your information's there or not. They're going to probably try and use that.
Right.
Like you said, 50% more results are found when using SEO.
Yep. Obviously, the increase in number of clicks means more activity to your site, which, as we talked about earlier, affects your rankability. So what we mean by rankability is this. So let's say that I am looking for a landscaping business. Just bought a house. I need someone to come and do some landscaping for me.
Right.
So when I go to Google or I bring up Safari on my app, on my iPhone, and I'm searching for landscape businesses that cover Plainville, Kansas, because that's where I live. Your rankability is based upon what area or where on the list you pop up when I'm searching for your services in the area that you cover. Okay, so SEO, search engine optimization, simply means that it increases your ability to rank higher in that list. Based off of the search results that people are looking for. So the
keywords.
Right, exactly. Keywords, AdWords, maybe that's kind of how they're referred to in case maybe that sounds familiar. So better search rankability is going to help your site. And as Aubree mentioned earlier, kind of tying it into making sure that your website is up to date, is that if your website is stagnant and you haven't made changes to it, it does affect the rankability. So you may have spent all of this money getting it designed and up and going, but if you're not constantly updating it and keeping new content on it, it's still going to affect your rankability with Google or the other search engines. Key point on this one, loss of rank equals loss of clicks, which is a loss of potential customers.
Absolutely.
Okay. Leveraging social media. If you're not on social media, you're missing a huge opportunity to be targeting consumers that are looking for your services and your business. You have the ability to optimize your business on social media, whether it be Facebook or Twitter or Pinterest or Instagram. Pinterest I put in there, and a lot of people are thinking, Pinterest, how does that work? Well, Pinterest is probably a really big, it's a big social media platform that people are missing out on because they don't think about it.
Right.
They don't think outside of the box. But for example, if you have a business that really targets, moms, or maybe you're, like a kids apparel store,
sure.
You're missing a huge opportunity on Pinterest, because I, as a mom with a toddler, I am on Pinterest all the time. And so I just wanted to throw that in there as a social media, outlet, because a lot of people don't think about about using that.
Really important too if you do online sales at all. If you're selling anything online, I think Pinterest is a good place to be too, because that's worldwide.
Yeah, that's a really great point. So make sure that you, through social media, are using information that is usable, and that it has good content in it. So if you do blog posts or send out newsletters, make sure that you're sharing those on social media as well. And it's more cost effective than sending out a whole bunch of a whole bunch of newsletters. You can be doing them through emails, but reposting them on social media to share. Highlight your sales and service on those social media platforms. Let people know what it is that you do and why you're the best at what you do. Most importantly, probably, I feel like, and Aubree in this case, I think she probably agrees with me, when you're posting things on social media, don't just post it and leave it. Interact, give some feedback, work on building those relationships with those customers.
Absolutely.
Because ultimately, in your business and your industry, there's a number of other people that do the same things that you do. But when we as consumers are purchasing, we're purchasing you. We're purchasing your customer service. We're purchasing your expertise. And so work on building those relationships.
A good example of this is, on Facebook you can leave reviews of a business. You can give them 5 stars, and you can also leave like a comment. Maybe, telling an example of a good customer service experience you had.
Yeah.
So a good thing to do there, this is really simple. You just either go and like, or you can comment and say, thank you so-and-so for the nice review. We really appreciate it. Something that we have done is thank them with something like maybe a gift or something, a special gift we call it. So if your business is small enough, or that's something you want to do, that's a really great way to interact with those customers, and it's simple and free.
Yeah, that's a great way. And even use it as a marketing tool. They leave a great review, have some hats made or some shirts or something.
Exactly.
And, let them wear your name all over town. That's a great idea. Thanks, Aubree. Key in on mobile consumers. So we talked about earlier how we are very much a mobile world. So making use of that mobile platform can help also bring customers in the door. Drive engagement with different mobile ads in apps. And use them to drive traffic to your site. So basically, you have the ability to use those ads, and people are clicking or giving them information on how to get to your site and get your information. Brand your business with ads in apps that consumers use and love. If you know in your industry that there is an app that customers are always using, look into what it costs and how the process is of getting your digital ads in those apps, so that you're getting in front of those people that obviously are already interested in your product and your service. Target customers that are near your business or near your competitor's business, okay? You have the ability to do that through some geo-targeting. And so, what better way to send customers to your door when they are near your competitors? I actually love that idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
86% of mobile consumers, the 80% of the time that people are on their mobile phones are spent in apps. So being able to really target into what those key apps are for your industry, and learning how to advertise in them could be a huge advantage to getting consumers in your door.
This is all done through Google. So when you do a campaign like this, you can set it up to do not only just in apps or on mobile, it can go across all platforms. So it's even easier than you think. It doesn't have to be just one app or anything. It's really broad, and one campaign can do all this. So
awesome.
Just don't be afraid of it.
Totally didn't know that. That's awesome. Glad Aubree is our expert here on that side. Build a great reputation. Aubree mentioned earlier about reviews. follow, and I guess reviews and relationships, really the two R's that go together. After someone's done business or service with you, send surveys, and not even necessarily if they've done business. Maybe they've just come in your store and got information. Send them a survey. Ask them how you're doing. Get feedback from them. One, it's going to make them feel like, you care. And two, it's going to help provide you feedback from a consumer's perspective to make the consumer experience better.
Yeah, to make your business better.
Encourage them to leave reviews on Google and on social media, kind of like we talked about. 90% of consumers, when they are looking to do business with a new industry or looking for a business to go to, 90% of them reported that a positive online review influenced their decision to buy or use that service. I think that's kind of, I want to say common sense, but maybe not really. But think about this. You're going to, we head to Kansas City for the weekend, and we're looking for somewhere to eat. And so you're bringing up your phone, and you're looking for a food place near you. If it doesn't have good reviews, most likely we're not going to be going to eat there, So as Aubree mentioned earlier, that's a huge key to your success as a business.
Absolutely.
Nurture those not ready to buy. Number 9. Just kind of like I mentioned, when someone comes into your storefront and sending them a survey, I think probably the best advice I've ever heard when it comes to selling a service or a product is no doesn't mean no. It just means not right now. So it's really important for you to make sure that you're nurturing those relationships for people that are not ready to buy. If they're making, looking to make a huge investment, whether it's something in their home or a car or things of that nature, people tend to do their research and make sure that, they're going to be happy with the product and the service that they're getting. Nurturing that relationship can definitely, equal, new business and repeat business in the end. So 45% of people, let me go back. Businesses that actually work with and nurture leads of people that don't buy right now, 45% see more return on their advertising investment than those that don't. So that's a pretty good return. Okay, number 10, measure and adjust. Here's the thing about it. You can have the right website, you can have it mobile friendly, you can be on social media, and then you can be doing all of these things, and you get to the end of the year and you see this massive amount of money that you just spent on advertising, but you really don't know where and what was effective. You have to make sure that you're measuring what you're doing. You want to be able to find your perfect niche and how, what source brings in the most customers for you. And so measuring that, your return on investment, tracking your business leads is going to help you essentially find, what is your best advertising option per se, and making sure that you're adjusting it. If one avenue isn't working for you, don't feel like, oh, well, I tried and now I'm done. Make sure that you're tweaking it to try something new or in a different light, because maybe it's not that it doesn't work, and maybe it's just that the first attempt or the method that you're using isn't quite right for your industry.
I think Google Analytics is a key part of this, which most people might not even realize is happening, but that is important to know because it will bring you maybe information on your demographic. So a lot of websites we track, we can know if maybe your demographic that visits your website most of the time is male or female, or maybe what age they are, and that can help maybe with your marketing strategy.
Absolutely.
You can know who to market to.
Yeah.
And also we can also figure out how they got to your site. There's kind of a top list. They'll list it by whether somebody typed in your web address and got there, or if they Googled it and got there. Like that's really helpful too, to know where you should be spending more money.
Right, exactly, or where the traffic is coming from. That's a great point.
Exactly.
Know what is, providing you those new customers, like Aubree said, and if you are kind of new in it and you're not 100% sure, exactly what your target market is that is providing you new business, just like Aubree said, that Google Analytics really can give us a report on the age group and the specific demographics, so that
location.
We know, right, location, so that we know really, where you should be targeting and what other marketing efforts you should be doing to reach those consumers. Pretty much understanding your return on investment, which we covered. Adjust your tactics to make sure that you know what works right for your business. Okay, that is the top 10 things that you can be doing right now to be getting new customers in your door. I want to kind of follow up and close out by saying plan to act. You know, it's kind of like we say, prior proper planning prevents bad performances. I kind of, you know, threw in a B in all those P's, but here's the deal: is that, you know, 40% of people, business owners, will tell us, oh, we don't have enough time to do that. You know, 37% said, I don't know anything about it. 33% say, oh, my ad budget's not big enough. 21% say, I don't have enough resources to hire someone to do it for me. Well, this is where Nex-Tech comes in. You know, we understand as business owners that you wear multiple hats, and we're here to be your partner to help you do all of those. And we have the ability to, you know, work within a number of different levels of budgets. We have the ability to share with you knowledge, much like webinars today, you know, because we want to help you be successful and in growing your business. Just know that you don't have to have the resources to hire someone full-time to do it. We're here to be your partner in helping you get that done. You know, you might be lucky enough that I get to come out and we get to talk about it and figure out a plan, and then Aubree is the one that's the mastermind behind it that all makes it work. So we're super blessed to have an amazing marketing team here at Nex-Tech.
There's a lot of us.
Many
different skills that we have.
And there's a number of different skill sets, and they are very knowledgeable in all of those things. I want to talk just a minute about Tech Edge. If you haven't had the opportunity, we are headed into Tech Edge next Thursday, a week from today. Hard to believe. We do have a few spots left in the event that you are still interested. Tech Edge is, a day-long event out at Fort Hays. It has different tech vendors and breakout sessions and labs where you can try different products. There's a keynote speaker in the morning. We feed you breakfast and lunch. And, you know, if you decide to really hang out with us all day, we do have this major, maybe it's minor. Is that what they say? A minor prize-a-palooza or something where you give some prizes away.
That's the best part.
Which is actually major because there's some amazing prizes, and I'm kind of jealous that I don't get to have some of them.
Really, really great prizes.
But if you're interested in that, you have the ability to get more information at nextech.com/techedge. And we do, like I said, have a couple more spots available. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. Please know that if you have any questions or we can help in any way, get in touch with us. With that, we hope that you have an amazing day. Thanks.
Thank you.